Okay guys, so the other night my Camaro started overheating. I'm hoping it's not a blown head gasket. Luckily none of the coolant was leaking over the OptiSpark, because if it was, I wouldn't be able to drive it. So got to my friend's house, put water in it, drove home, but still wanting to overheat. So I'm assuming there's a big leak somewhere, either that or I have a blown head gasket, which is very bad. So today I'm going to try to find the actual leak. So I'm going to quickly back out the car, and because I need a little bit more room than I have here. But as you guys can see, I have no room here. So I'm just quickly push the car out a little bit and I'll get to work. Okay, so as you guys can see, there's not much room in the 4th-gen Camaro fiberwood engine bays, so I'm not gonna be able to record as much as I'd want to. But basically, I'm gonna fill the top off the coolant system real quick and check around for any leaks. Hopefully I find some, and hopefully it isn't the radiator. But if it is, it's not that hard to replace. Usually just take this off, take the battery out, take off the lines, pull the radio out, drop the new one in. But if that is the case, I will be making a video about that. Alright, so I topped it off with just regular water. Just reused distilled water, nothing with minerals or anything that could rust out the system. I'm just topping it off, letting it drain down into the radiator, and then I'm gonna start checking for coolant leaks somewhere else. I did spill something over top, so at least I know it's not really around there. I was told that there's an elbow over here somewhere. I'm gonna assume it's this one that tends to leak a lot, but I'm gonna get a flashlight and look around in there. I'm also gonna be checking down here. There's another coolant line. You guys can see that right there. But basically, just gonna look around, see where there's a leak. Alright guys, so this is the Radiator and Cap Test kit. You can really get this at any auto parts store. I went to O'Reilly here in town, picked it up. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to find which one of these caps fit the radiator there, and then we're going to connect it to the pump here and pressurize the system to, this actually doesn't say, but it's normally around 15 to 16 to 17 psi. So this actually isn't sealing. Whenever I put the this cap on, when I put that cap on to here, it's not sealing all the way. So what's supposed to do, a little rubber piece is supposed to press against that lip right there and seal, so you can actually pump the system and pressurize it. However, I'm getting water leaking from the side, which means that that's not making a good seal. So I'm just going to bleed the system, add more coolant, and see if I can find a leak somewhere else just from the engine running. Okay guys, so I found the leak. It's this hose right here connecting to the water pump. It is leaking right there. And luckily, it doesn't look like that hard of a hose to replace. I just gotta take this hose clamp off here. Let me follow this real quick. Going up into there, and that looks like it's where it ends over there. Luckily it's not a hard one to repair. And I'm so happy I found the leak instead of it being a blown head gasket or just a cracked radiator. Alright, so I started the engine. I don't know how easy it is going to be to hear me, but I dried off the hose, and as you guys can see, it is leaking. I gotta be careful not to touch the pulleys. It is leaking right from this joint here. So I'm just going to go to the auto parts store, figure out how much it's going to cost to replace and replace it. Okay, so this is the piece I showed you guys in the last clip. This part here was connecting to the water pump, and this was connecting to the rest of the hose. Now, I guess there's more like this. Now, I tried wiggling this just to see what it would do, and then I kind of broke it right here. So where it was leaking originally, it broke. So we know for a fact this is what was causing the leak, thus no cooling in the engine, thus overheating. So what I'm going to do, in the words of Vice Grip Garage, is fix it the right way. I'm just going to, instead of buying the whole heater, I found out it was actually the heater hose assembly, because this right here, if I can find it on here, that's not it. Yeah, this right here says the heater core. So this is part of the heater hose assembly. However, I'm going to fix it the right way by just making this one solid hose and not even having this in the middle. Now, alright guys, so these are all the parts I'm going to need to fix my Camaro. I'm going to need this hose clamp off this one first. I'm just going to leave that aside. This is from the stock one. But here are the parts for the new I'm basically going to be remaking that. So I got some heater hose. It's just some 3/4 heater hose. This elbow here is going to be this part right here. So I'm going to have heater hose come off of that. Then I'll have heater hose go down here, which should make up this part. And then one more elbow fitting about right here. And then that'll connect it to the rest of the heater hose assembly. Okay, so here's my new hose. As you guys can see, it'll work. I'll just need to put another hose clamp here, and one more there, which that one will go here. But I just need 2 more hose clamps. I'm gonna go mock this up real quick, and if it fits, we'll be good to go. Okay, so I got the hose in. Not too much water came out. I'm actually gonna show you how much came out, and that's honestly not that bad. It's dirty. This isn't what was in it. Like all that dirt and stuff, it's not what was in it. This cup itself is just really dirty. But not much came out. So not much came out, so I don't think I'm going to be needing to bleed the system. I'm going to top it off as much as I can. Get as many air bubbles as I can out. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of air still trapped in the system there. You see it all went down. Meaning the thermostat is actually working, so I'm going to put that on here and fill it up with coolant until it's out of air in the system. And real quick, I'm going to check underneath, see if there's any coolant leaking out from my makeshift hose. Okay guys, actually looks like we're doing pretty good. All this water and coolant you see here is from the... Alright guys, so I was actually getting called at the end of the last clip. That's why you guys can hear me, but there was no leaking coming out from underneath the car. The car's running fine. I took it out for a couple test drives, actually like a few days after the last clip. And she hasn't gone past 160, so I think she's doing great. Right now the only issue I'm getting is whenever I accelerate on the highway, she's sputtering a whole bunch. I'm gonna say it has to do something with the actual intake, because when I put it on, just try and put it on haphazardly, and that boot just does not fit on here. So next thing I'm gonna do is actually make this hood scoop functional. That way I can just get rid of this piping here and get a coupler or a boot that would fit the intake a whole lot better. Have it come around here, or straight 90, straight up into a little air box that's just going to be sucking in air from up here. And luckily this is a big enough intake that, or a big enough scoop that'll get a lot of air. This is going to be cut out, this is going to be opened up, and it's just going to be rammed straight in there. But that's really all I have today for the video. It's a quick short video. I haven't put one out in a while, but it's this whole coronavirus shit's been going on and it's not really giving me enough time because I've been working a whole lot more. But luckily that means more money, so more videos and more content for you guys. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.